using means you are using DataStage in your project, right? Means what I understood, you are using DataStage in your project, right?
Yeah,
Currently, you are
I
going.
will be, yeah, I will be using.
Okay, you will be using. So, are you using the
In the
laptop
sense,
or?
current project we don't have, but I'm
Mhm.
going to move to other project where we are going to use the data stage.
Okay, 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 okay. So, did you install DataStage software in your system, or do you have any things that where you will practice and all?
Um, can we do here because we have in from office, but there I cannot do the practice and create the version.
Okay,
My own, but if anything
mm,
is there, then from outside that which is free version, I can able to install.
okay. Okay, no, I just wanted to know that how you are going to practice and all. Uh, okay, so just anyway, this is the demo class. So I will explain you about the what is the data stage. Okay, so data stage is the IBM tool. Okay, so like we have in
Deepak,
the
sorry.
so yeah.
Before that, can you introduce yourself and what you are and how experienced you are, where you are working and all those?
Yeah, I have around more than 10 years of experience, and I worked in the multiple organization, currently working in Wipro and Wipro, Accenture, TCS, Cognizant I worked. Okay. So I'm into the ETL manager currently, and I'm into the ETL tool from last 10 years. Okay. So my responsibility is the ETL code designing and developing everything. I'm handling the some ETL team to design the code and all. So I have worked for multiple ETL tools like DataStage, Informatica, Talent, and all. Okay. So this is my experience
Okay.
in ETL tool. So currently working for
And
Wipro.
if you have different timings, is that works for you on weekend, like multiple classes, Saturday, Sunday, and weekdays,
Yeah,
1 or 2 hours?
yeah. No problem. If you get time in weekdays, then weekdays also we can go for that. No problem.
Okay. Yeah, let's go
Okay,
for your demo and then we can see.
so where are you currently now?
I'm in Arkansas, US, Arkansas.
Okay, okay. So so you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Hello. So
Yeah, I can able to see
what is the
Deepak.
ETL tool? So what is the ETL tool? So ETL tool is not it's a means most important part in the data warehousing. Okay. So I will give you the little brief introduction about the data warehousing, because without data warehousing, knowing the data warehousing, there is no point to knowing the ETL tool. Okay. So the thing is, data warehousing is the most important concept in the means being the ETL tools and developer and all. Okay, so we have the multiple stages in data warehousing. Okay, so first thing that we have the, so means you are saying that you can say that staging area, like when how we maintain the data warehousing means what is the use of the data warehousing. We are maintaining for entire organization historical data. Okay, to make it the for the reporting purpose for the business perspective. So what we do in the maintaining the historical data, we have the multiple layers, like staging area. Suppose from the different source system. Yeah, so let's say you are working for one client. Okay, who is your current client?
Current is Walmart.
Okay, let's say you are working for Walmart. Okay, so for Walmart, we have the many kind of data: transactional data, reporting data. What is the mean of the transactional data and reporting data? Transactional data means, suppose in Walmart, people are lot of people every day shopping. Okay, shopping in the Walmart shop. Okay, that time data is in progress happening. Okay, right? It's the somebody purchase something, something sales happen today or tomorrow, like that every day some transactional happening. Okay, that is the transactional data, right? So what this all the transactional data from the different store means in the entire world we have the multiple Walmart store, right? So from the different store we are going to receive, because business, whoever the high level business, they want to see the high level data. What are the sales happens in last quarter, current quarter, how it is going to the analyze the data, because they have to analyze the data, right? Based on that they have to take the decision from the business perspective. Okay, so they will see every quarter how transactional data is going on, and they will see in the report. It is not like they will see in the system every times what is going on. So for this everything we have to maintain, we have multiple stages to analyze these things and make them into the single point of view and the single reporting for the business perspective. So suppose we have the multiple stores, Walmart stores are there, and in entire global wise. So some store in Europe, some store in UK, US, and everywhere. Okay, in India. So from there we are getting multiple source file, multiple datas. Okay, so everywhere some different databases are there. Their data is storing whatever the transaction happens. Okay, so from all the source system we are receiving the data, and we are storing somewhere in the staging area. Okay, from the staging area we are using the ETL tool to make them reporting purpose for the business. Okay, so in the ETL tool functionality is that we have to extract the data from the multiple source system and then transform. T means transform the data. Transform means we have, suppose requirement is that we have to generate the sum, what is the sales happened in entire Europe. Okay, or in entire US region, what is the sales happened. Okay, means in last quarter. So in one quarter we have to find out the max, means sales growth, means sales data or something aggregate value we have to capture. So all this kind of transformation we can do in the ETL tools. We have to do in the ETL, and the L means loading. We have to load. We have to load into the some database. Okay, some database, or we can load into the some files. Whatever the requirement is there, means based on the requirement we will do that. Okay. So why we are loading into the database? Because business is generating the reports. Business can generate the reports from there. Whatever the need requirement from the business side, they can use the any tool like Tableau, like ClickView, Microsoft SS. So many reporting tools are there. Cognos. Okay, so this kind of tools they can use using the database, means target database, and they can generate the reports based on their requirement. Okay, or we can also generate, means ETL developer also can generate the reports. So it depends on the client requirement. You got it?
Yeah.
Do you have any question?
Yeah, Deepak, go ahead.
Okay, so now come to the InfoSphere data stage. So why name is the InfoSphere data stage? Because when IBM purchased the data stage from the it was the product of Essential. In the starting, when data stage came, it was the product of Essential. Okay, so that time it was 7.55 version. If you see that, it was the Essential database data stage. So when IBM purchased the product, this DataStage product, and then IBM started to develop the new versions like 8 version, 8.5 version. So 8 onwards, IBM given the name as InfoSphere DataStage. Okay. So this InfoSphere DataStage, we have the multiple you can say the edition, server edition, enterprise edition, MVC edition. Okay, so like server edition we have the server side, or it used for the all the installation purpose perspective. Enterprise edition, what we are doing into the development side. Okay, MVS study edition, it's a Unix side or Windows installation, it is there. Okay, and this is the architecture. Architecture means we have, suppose, four main client. in which is the most important things for you, like as a data stage developer. Suppose we have the data stage designer, data stage manager, administrator, and director. Okay, this is the main four client in data stage. Okay, so designer is we are using for data stage development perspective. Okay, so why data stage is important tool? I can say you that in compared to other tools. Okay, because in the data stage we have the node configuration and parallelism method is there. Okay, so in the data stage, we can run the multiple code, means multiple data in the parallel method. Suppose in your source system, if you have 100 records, okay, and that records, if you are processing in sequential mode, then data will process one by one, right? One, then two, then three, then four, like that. But in data stage, we have the concept for the configuration file. There we define some config file, based on that our data stage job will execute, okay, or run. So there we have a node, that is the logical processing unit, okay. So that will define that in how many node our job is running. So suppose in configuration file we define the 4 node, okay. So our job will run parallelly in 4 nodes. Okay, that means if 100 records are there in source system, that means it will run 25, 25, 25, 25. So 4 times it will be faster than sequential mode. Okay, so that is the, I means you can say that advantage in data stage. Okay. So and designer, in the designer we have the multiple stages like a sequential file, data set, and transformer. Many stages are there. Okay, which is most important, that I will explain you in the later classes. So we have the multiple stages are there in the data designer, data stage designer, which we use for the development side. So what are the suppose based on the requirement, our requirement is that we have to suppose fetch the data from one database, and then do the some transformation, and then load to the our target database. Then we will use the data stage designers client, and use some database stage which will pick the data, and then use the some stages like transformer, joiner, all these stage, and then do the transform the data, and then load to the our target database. Okay, so this is the main important thing is their designer. And then director, what director we are using to validate the code logs and jobs. Okay, so if you want to check the logs, means if job is got aborted or job ran successfully, or if any warning message is there or not. Warning message in the sense of, means data you're loaded, but some warning message is there due to the some metadata difference is there, or some null handling is not there. Okay, this kind of warning message you will get in director. So if you open the director and check the logs, you will get the log details, that that job is completed without warning, or job is completed with warning, okay, or job is aborted. So all this log detail you will get in the director. And administrator part, there we are setting the all the environment variable and installation, everything we are doing. Okay, so whoever admin team in your project, they will take care everything data stage installation part. Okay, they will take care the all the setup of the environment variable which we will use for entire project. Okay, so this is there. And this one is that where in manager is just for the importing exporting the project, that's it. So this is our client structure. Any question?
No, Deepak, nothing good.
Okay,
So
so
for the manager, what will do for the
manager,
data
just for the,
database manager?
yeah, yeah, data stage
Just import
manager.
export of
Yeah, import
import
and
of.
export the project. Export the project. Suppose entire project they want to export from the data stage. They want to install somewhere else. So they can use the manager. They can export the project, entire project. When you are developing any code, suppose when we are developing any code, you have to define first project name, right? So suppose your project name is that suppose Wa- Walmart sales. Okay. Suppose this is your project name. Okay. So project. This is your project you have created, means whoever person your administrative size means whoever is installing the data stage, they have created this project. Okay, Walmart sales. Okay, after that under this project you will create all the job. Okay, all the job. So you can give the all the job name, suppose whatever, sales 1, then sales 2, whatever job will be there. Under this job we can create multiple jobs. Suppose 100 jobs are there. Okay, so all the 100 jobs will come under this project. Okay, you got it? Hello, 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 hello. Logs. Okay, so this is the most important things for your data stage perspective. And data stage partitioning, so these are the partitioning concept. Okay, so what are the partitioning you will use in your data stage term in terms of development? So we have the multiple partitioning like keyless and key based partitioning. Keyless means you need to define the key column key column in the table, means from where you are fetching the data. And key based means it's a you have to define the key column, like when you are joining the two tables you need the key column, right? Between the two tables, so based on the key columns you will join the multiple tables. So for them you will use these are the partitioning. If it is keyless partitioning you will use all these things. Okay, so these are the partitioning concept I already told you. It divides the data based on the node configuration, means data will partition based on the partitioning concept you will give and how many node you have defined into the configuration file. Okay, so this is the partitioning things. Do you have any question here?
How it will be divided? You said like based on the node means.
Yeah, so node means suppose in how many node is nothing. It's a logical CPU. Like in your internal machine, it will create that four machine. Okay, so if it is four node defined, so it will divide into the four machine, and your data will divide parallelly in four partition. Means if 100 records are there in source system, it will split into the four times. Okay, like 25, 25, 25, 25, and all 25 will
Okay,
process.
yeah, got it. Yeah.
All 25 will process parallelly. Okay, so suppose your data is the suppose 100 records from the source system. 100 records is source system, and node 1, node 2, node 2, and node 3, and node 4. Okay, so suppose you have defined 4 node in your job level, project level. Okay, so 100 records will divide into the 25, 25, I'm just saying that it will divide into the 25-25, but it will not divide exactly like 25-25. That division will happen depends on the partitioning concept. Okay, so how data will divide. Okay, so if you see like this, then your job will be 4 times faster, right? If 100 records is running sequentially and here it is running parallelly this one, then your job will be faster than four times faster than this one. So earlier 7.5 server means 7 server that was running into the only sequentially. Now InfoSphere DataStage runs in parallel mode.
Okay.
Do you have any question here?
No, Deepak.
So your data will divide based on the partitioning concept. So let's say suppose hashing. You know the meaning of hashing, right? So let's say in your source system you have the field like ID, okay, and salary, ID, department and salary, right? This is your records. And suppose in the ID suppose 10 and no, suppose ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and your department suppose in same department suppose 10 and let's say department code, you can say the department code. So let's say 10 and then 20 and then 20 and then 30 and 30 and then 30 and then 40 and then 40 and then 50. Okay, and then salary you can give the data. Suppose 1000, 2000, 3000. Let's say your data is source data is like this. Okay, and you are running the job based on the hash partitioning. You define the hash. Okay, hashing you are doing, and and your key column is the department. Suppose department is the your key column. Department is key column, right? Key column, and your job is running in node 1, node 2, node 3, node 4. So in 4 node your job is running. Okay, so what will happen, how data will be split during the running the job. So if department is the our key column, then first 10, suppose 10 here it will come, and then 1 comma 10 comma and then 1000. Okay, 1000. And for node 2, how data will be there? For node 2, 2, that second record will come 2 and then 20, then 2000. Okay, so if you see that in the department 20 is the 2 times, right? Same record, and we defined the department is the key column. So 20 will come here only in node 2. Okay, in node 2 only, next 20 will come. Okay, here it will come. So again, if you can see the 30. Okay, so 30 is the different. Okay, so it will go to the node 3. Node 3 it will go like that. Okay, 30, and then again 30 it will come here in node 3. Now it is 30, it will come into the node 3. Now it is 40, right? So 40 is a different. It will go to the node 4. Okay. And then 50. 50 will come to the again node 1. Like this. You understood?
Yeah, yeah.
So like that hash partitioning will be done. So this is called the hash partitioning. So all the partitioning concept having the different concept. You have to go through the all the partitioning concept. How data will split and how data will execute and how data will process during the execution of the job. Okay. So this is the partitioning concept. So let me complete. Means this is the means as today is only demo class, so I'm just giving the overview of data stage. Once we'll start the classes, and I will go through the one by one all the points. Okay. So do you have any question till now?
No, Deepak. So
No.
do we also install the application in the system and we'll practice it? How we are going to do it?
Uh, you can ask to that guy. I mean, so who will install the means you have to get the software right. How means if he's providing the software or not. Means just ask him if he's providing the software. Then you can install, or you can
Okay.
you can practice during the session only in my system. If you
Okay.
have
Are
if
we
you have
doing?
software, okay. If you have software, then it is well and good. Or if you have software in your office system even, then you can go to office and then you can practice there.
Yeah, I can practice there.
Mm-hmm.
And one more
I
thing
don't
is,
get. Yeah.
are
Tell
we
me.
so do we do any of the project also? Like oral,
Yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
project,
yeah,
but
yeah. Yeah,
like,
once I will complete the entire theoretical session, I will give you a lot of assignment. Okay, what will be the related to the real time data? Okay, so I will ask you to create the some real time data. I will suggest you how to create. Okay, and then you have to develop. Means I will give you the assignment in the all the in every week. Once complete 1 week, in every week I will give you the some assignment. You have to do by yourself only.
okay.
Okay, so all the assignment will be related to in every week topic. Once 1 week topic will complete, I will give you some assignment. Just you do and complete. Try to complete by yourself. If you are not able to complete, then I will help you.
So how many classes do you think we can complete everything?
I think it should not take more than 15 class. I don't think so. 15 class would
Okay.
be enough.
And
If one, yeah, if 1 hour class, then
and
15 class would be enough.
okay.
Means you have to practice
And
after
if
that.
it is like,
Yeah,
yeah, sure, sure. And weekend, can we have more sessions? Saturday,
yeah,
Sunday?
no, yeah. Saturday, Sunday, we can increase the time. Instead of 1 hour, we can go for
Oh,
2 3 hours. No problem.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anything else?
sure, Deepak. No, I'll check with him like what
Okay.
if they provide any of
Okay.
the application,
Okay.
the
You
software.
can check. Yeah, you can check with him regarding the software. Even if you don't have software, you can practice it in your office. Not an issue. In your project, in your office, in
Yeah,
go
in
develop.
office,
Yeah, in office, what you will do? Just
in
open
office
the
I can
day. Okay. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, in office, what the problem is, currently I'm not allocated to that project, so I'm currently using it.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be able to have the access to create the application project, test
No.
project.
You can you no. What will happen? Na? In your office project, that will be the multiple environment, right? Development environment, UAT environment, prod, prod. So in development environment,
Correct.
you can create number of jobs, whatever you want. Okay. In development environment, you can create number of jobs and you can do practice by yourself.
Okay.
And if you get the
Okay. Okay. Deepak.
if you get the software and if you can install in your system, then it will be well and good that you can practice by yourself at home.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.